Well, it's always a pleasure to be in India. So exciting. It's an international festival that you have over 78 countries. You have a big history here in India with the movies.
I just love the country and the people so very much. My children were brought up watching Om Shanti Om on a loop. People are getting to see more of the greatness of Indian movies. The Lunchbox. It was one of my favorite movies forever, and it's still one of my favorite movies of all time. I asked my agent to see if there was any possibility I could meet the director in person, and I did. And that was really special.
Well, it's always a pleasure to be in India, but this is my first time in the South. My son Dylan and Catherine, we've been several times to India before, but mostly in the North, so we're looking forward to our time in the South. And not only am I enjoying this great honor, but I get to celebrate my friend Shailendra's 25th anniversary in the business, and he gave me this beautiful jacket, I think from Rajasthan. Am I?
Yes.
From Rajasthan. And so it's a beautiful day, and thank you so much for everybody being here and supporting the festival.
Michael, what are you looking forward for this festival?
Well, the festival's ending tomorrow, so we're here at the end of the festival. But I think it's so exciting. It's an international festival that you have over 78 countries represented here, you know, and as Shailendra says, we talk about it a lot. Movies, film, cinema brings our worlds together very closely. And you have a big history here in India with the movies.
I just love the country and the people so very much.
What about cinema? Are you a fan of Indian cinema?
I am. Well, I grew up, I've said it before, but my children were brought up watching Om Shanti Om on a loop. Not just once, and then they bring all their school friends over and say, "Do you want to watch an Indian movie? My mom loves this movie, and we love it too." And then, of course, I mean, there's so many great movies that I've been able to watch. Not as many as I should have been, but now with streaming and film being, crossing over so much, people are getting to see more of the greatness of Indian movies. A movie that I love was directed by Mr. Batra. It was called The Lunchbox. It was one of my favorite movies forever, and it's still one of my favorite movies of all time. I just thought it touched me so much. It was so well acted, so well directed, and it was a story that was so fundamentally Indian, but it connected to women and men all over the world. It connected to me as a woman. And it's just an extraordinary, so much so that I watched it on an airplane twice, like literally twice. And then I got to meet I asked my agent to see if there was any possibility I could meet the director in person, and I did. And that was really special.
Any actor whose work you admire the most? Indian actors?
Oh my God, I'm not going to say who is my favorite. There's so many great Indian actors. I'm not going to say anyone.
You're in India for first time, especially in Goa. How do you feel? How do you like Goa? How are you enjoying Goa?
I always wanted to come to Goa because when I was growing up, some of my friends, the actors that I worked when I was young, older actors, would come to Goa. And for me, it seemed such a long way away. And for me, it seemed such an exotic place. And I always wondered about it. I just think it has everything. You know, it has the beaches, it has the jungle. We're staying at the wonderful Taj Hotel. It's just, and then of course we have great friends who, when you come to a place, especially in India, when you have a great Indian friend, then it's even 3 times better than it would ever be.
I'm sure you would have anything about Indian film, in case if you've heard or seen any of the Indian films, like what do you like about it?
Well, I love, of course I love Bollywood because I love to sing and dance.